Join the family at osbornemediahouse.com.
Would you like to see a UFO?
I'd love to see it. I'd love to meet an alien.
You'd love to meet an alien.
I would love to.
So paint the picture, Ozzy. There's a UFO, an alien comes down, you walk out into your back garden. What do you say?
What's the drugs like?
You're in the madhouse now.
Oh, I'm good. I'm going to turn the excitement on. His face, he just went.
Television faces.
Ozzy, here we are. I can't believe, after all the setup and preparation, the first episode of the Madhouse Chronicles.
Well, finally got it. I've been talking about it long enough.
Yeah. I'm Billy Morrison. Where's the camera? Over there. I'm Billy Morrison.
And I'm Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness.
And this is our show, right? They're calling it the Madhouse Chronicles because we're filming it
in the madhouse.
In the Madhouse, which is nice and calm today.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking the other day, when did we first meet?
It's over 20 years ago. It's about, well, I'm 28, about 25 years ago.
Where was it?
So it was at do you remember the house on Doheny?
Oh, where we filmed the
where you did the show.
Yeah.
The show was in progress.
Yeah.
And Sharon had a Christmas party where she had real reindeer and snow.
We had real snow there, didn't we?
Yeah. And
I mean, I always wondered, how the fuck did they get real snow in Beverly Hills?
Imagine, I've never met you guys, and I pull up, and it's 81 degrees outside, and there's fucking reindeer and real snow, okay?
Well, you know, where there's a will, there's a way.
Sharon can do anything. And
that girl, what's her name? She was there that...
Oh, Jessica Simpson?
Yes, Jessica Simpson.
She was there. And as you do, I get social anxiety. So I'm standing in the kitchen and there's hundreds of people and all kinds of shit going off. So I opened the door into what I realised was your den.
Yeah.
And you're sitting in the den by yourself, almost no light, and you went, hello, I'm Ozzy. And I went, I know that, I'm Billy. And you said, sit down, what's going on? I said, I can't be out there. And that we've
been friends ever since.
We've been friends ever since. But what sealed the deal is you pulled out a box of Cadbury's Flakes and Topics and Yorkie bars. You went, here, have some English chocolate. I've never looked back.
When you should have pulled something out, I was like, you're going to go, oh no, well, you're still the bad boy.
No, well, you were, I think you were still the bad boy at that time, but no, it was candy that you pulled out. And so 25 odd years later, here we are doing a show. What did we decide the first episode was going to be about?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's what's on the news a lot these days.
Mm-hmm.
It's about aliens.
Non-human. I couldn't think of a better subject to start off.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think they're aliens?
Ozzy, I do. And it's based on how can we be selfish enough to think that we are the only intelligent species in the whole of the galaxy.
Yeah, I know, but
have you ever seen anything?
No,
I haven't either.
But it's because lately the topic's been on the news, and there was a guy who went on
under oath. That's right, Ozzy. So part of this show is I get to run videos and we can discuss it. So this is a congresswoman. I watched this video. This guy confirms he's
this is what I was on about.
Yeah. And so in Congress, under oath, this woman, watch this, she asks him,
do you believe we have crashed craft? Stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries.
Biologics. He seems pretty genuine
or
to me.
non-human biologics.
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program we talked to that are currently still on
That's
the program.
unbelievable.
So right there under oath, on the news, were they human or non-human biologics? Non-human. Why is this not the biggest headline in the world?
Because they'll probably end up saying he's a nutcase and he had some mental.
Did he look like he did? Don't look
he
like
looked pretty straight to me.
Yeah, And I mean, this guy, he said, and that has been confirmed by over 40 people that work on the project.
I mean, there you go. I mean,
So what are they scared of? Why isn't the headline on the New York Times saying aliens exist?
I don't know. There's got to be. I can't. I've tried, when I watched it on the news the other day, I was like, oh, it's kind of like, is that or out of the way we were all supposed to know?
Right. So do you think it all stems back to Roswell and Area 51? Because that's all covered up.
Now this guy's done that. It makes you think. But you know what's happened as well? You know, there's like 7 or 8 guys that have been talking about this stuff for years.
Yeah.
They've all come back to life again. It's kind of, the interesting thing is, it makes you go, wow, you know.
That made me just completely, I just can't get over why it's not the biggest news in the history of our, in our lifetime.
The thing is, if it is real, and he said it under oath, it can
Yeah.
he can go to jail for that.
So what are they covering up? You've been to Roswell and Area 50.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so what is it? What's there?
it's like one main street really.
Right.
On this one main street, it's like all houses behind it. It's a small town. There's these alien places.
Well, like gift shops.
Yeah, they're like tourist things. You go in, look at little alien scenery and whatever. I mean, there was a guy there. I said to him, "Well, have you ever seen an UFO?" He says, "Yeah, last night there was a 1,000." I was going,
Oh God! Do they have little things where you can stick your whole head through the hole and get your picture taken?
yeah, all that stuff.
Oh my God!
But then again, we met some guy. There's like the 2-cent version. Then you get the $10 go.
Yeah.
And he took us to a place where he said they took the spaceship and all that. And he was well dressed, very intelligent.
But you said there's absolutely nothing. It could have been off the tent.
I mean, Jack says we're going to the actual site, and so that area, that place where it is, it's just flat for as far as you can fucking drive.
He could have just driven straight off the 10
We could have just got off the road and
freeway.
said, "Oh, this will do." I mean, we drove for an hour to get to this place. And it's over like rough terrain, you know. We got there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's probably vibes out there. Look, would you agree with me if I say they're hiding something because
absolutely.
you don't cordon off a massive area of the desert for nothing?
I bet you anything, you know, the government or someone will say, this guy's got a screw loose or something.
Yeah.
Post-traumatic.
But there's
fucking
so many videos out there. Why are all alien sighting videos
well, the one
kind of funny?
The one I sent to you the other day where that thing crashed, there were 2 of them in the back garden.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because the police
And a camera.
also saw it.
Yeah, they were there.
Ozzy, this has been going on for decades and decades and decades, right? There's a video, I know you're a Beatles fan, there's a video of John Lennon where he's wearing that really cool white hat and he's standing on the Thames River and he's calmly telling us the direction that the UFO took. He looks very together and eloquent.
Up there, I saw a UFO, and it went down the river, turned right at the United Nations. It wasn't a helicopter, it wasn't a balloon, and it was so near.
It doesn't seem like he's lying to me.
Round, white,
just like-
luminescent, and silent.
Silent, and it looked dark like black.
That's
or
what they
grey
all
in the
say,
middle,
people
and
that witnesses
had white
say
lights,
it was
just looked like
silent.
light bulbs,
Yeah.
you know? Just going off, on, blink,
And the
blink,
lights. But the interesting thing is it's John Lennon. It's a huge celebrity.
But they're going to say something he's nuts or he's
Yes.
stoned or something.
Yes.
But there was that one in Arizona. This massive ship came over, and the whole town saw it. People filmed it.
Yeah.
And that when the governor of Arizona played it down, they had a guy with a spacesuit on.
But where does all that... We're going to do a show on conspiracy theories later, but where does all this footage go? It just disappears into
No,
the
this
ether.
is one. Everybody, a bunch of people filmed it. This fucking thing. But one thing is, it's massive craft. They said you couldn't hear a fucking thing from it.
Yeah. I think, would you like to see a UFO?
I'd love to see it. I'd love to meet an alien.
You'd love to meet an alien.
I would love to.
So paint the picture, Ozzy. There's a UFO, an alien comes down, you walk out into your back garden. What do you say? All right, mate.
No, but I mean,
what would you
there was another one where this cop was driving along, I don't know where it was, but he's chasing someone, the guy got away, and he stops his car for arrest, and there's a fucking UFO landed in this desert area, and these three little people were walking around, and then he got in and took off, and there's indentation, and he was a veteran cop. He said, the guy got in it and fucking took off. So, I mean, the thing is, although you and I have never seen, and enough people, I mean, okay,
I
but
totally
what did
agree.
you say, Billy? Out of 100 people, I'll give it like 75% of them are loonies, but there's 25%.
I agree.
Not everybody's loony. Not everybody who reports it. John Lennon wasn't fucking crazy.
No, I agree. And I would like to think that I would try and communicate with them.
But they people who have said they've had contact with them say they talk telepathically.
Yeah, they also talk about the old probe. I'm not so sure about that.
I wouldn't like the fucking probe. I could stick the probe up their own arse.
So maybe that's what
But another thing I've been thinking, they don't come here with spacesuits on, so it would be a good idea to follow them because they've got a place
with similar. Maybe there's more than one type. I mean, aliens,
they reckoned,
it could be multiple planets.
But they don't have spacesuits on. When we go to the moon or in space, we wear a spacesuit, or we go to Mars, we're going to wear a spacesuit. But they don't. They've got like no eyebrows and all this fucking.
But yeah, that's the thing. The one thing that I struggle with is all the videos. It's all the big elongated head and skinny body and long fingers. It's very
another thing
stereotypical.
Why do they have to have 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head?
That's what I'm saying. Why aren't they hopping on one central leg or no legs?
Or like a fucking spider or something,
Yeah. So I think the first really famous video that came out was that Tic Tac video. Remember that? Oh my God. It was the Pentagon.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember when that came out? Because they're flying so fast.
And I remember that when he goes to this certain place that only the pilots knew about, and the thing had beat him there.
That's it. We've got the video.
Have you got the video of that?
Yeah, it's from 2004, and a Navy fighter jet from the USS Nimitz.
This is it.
Look at this.
But it didn't say how big it is.
We're going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots to the west.
So the wind is 120 knots, and it's flying against the wind.
And it turns like...
Yeah, it turned. Look, it's turning. I mean, if you listen to their voices in that video, they're not acting. They're not making that up.
Yeah, but I've thought about... I've seen this a load of times now. But where do they get the information, the technology from anyway?
Right.
If it was a new weapon or a new thing, there would be... the way that was turning as well, it would turn on a fucking dime.
100%. I agree with you. About what aliens look like, I think we were touching on something really interesting there, because we portray in the movies and even on the YouTube videos where it's like, look, I saw an alien. It's always 2 legs, 2 arms and a head, just a bit gangly and skinny.
Yeah.
Why are they not like a floating orb or any other kind of structure?
Or it's invisible.
Or it's invisible. There's so much.
But there's another theory that there's another dimension besides us. Another Earth.
Right. That's one of the reasons I believe in aliens, is because we as a race are so narrow focused. We can't imagine narrow-minded. We can't imagine the possibilities in other universes where gravity doesn't exist, or the people
or
are
the need
tiny
to breathe, or the need to fucking eat. Or...
Exactly.
Let's say if they come to this place, if they do come here, they've got to be far fucking more clever than we ever are.
Well, so I think we have a video of a guy that was caught walking the streets. So this, the beauty of this Madhouse Chronicles, Ozzy, is I can show you some weird shit as well. So this
they
guy,
reckon they turn themselves into looking like us.
which, if you think about it, is reasonable. Why would you not? If you have that capability,
Yeah, I mean, if they're here,
well, if they're here, is this guy one of them?
oh my god, oh my god,
Hold on, keep watching, Ozzy.
fucking hell.
Hold on. Look, how did
my
he do
god,
that?
that's some. It's not human. Oh my goodness,
That is either
fucking hell.
that's either advanced yoga or the. Look at that,
No, oh my goodness, man. That's fucking incredible.
isn't it? So, but that leads us to the thing. Look, Men in Black, the movies. It says that all the aliens live among us in disguise. But what do you think about, like, maybe, Terry down at the local 7-Eleven is actually an alien living and working?
I mean,
in
it's
7-Eleven?
very possible. I mean, what I say, nothing would surprise me.
I've definitely met some people in my
and
travel.
And my travels, you can imagine what I've fucking met up.
Well, Ozzy, some people might say you're the.
Listen, if I was an alien, I wouldn't be here.
I think if you were an alien, you'd have let the cat out of the bag years ago.
They wouldn't let. They would have telepathically made me go dumb.
So there is a theory, Ozzy, that it was called Project Blue Beam, and that says that all aliens are a government control hoax.
What the government are afraid of mass hysteria, I reckon.
Right.
Because years ago, I think in the 30s, there was an actor called Orson Welles.
Yeah. Okay.
Who did a thing on the radio, a radio play called War of the Worlds, and it was so real that people actually jumped off buildings.
For real, people thought it was real. And, and died.
I mean, I thought it was the Martians had landed.
I mean, I guess.
But that was then. But now.
Yeah, but now, look, I don't know about the middle of the country, but I know all the people I know in LA and New York and London would all be out trying to meet these guys and get a selfie with them.
But then it was a different world, We never had rockets going up in space.
Yeah, I guess so. But
you know what the thing is? What before we had people going in space, why wasn't there reports of UFO then? I mean,
well, Ozzy, also cameras, the ability to capture what we're capturing now didn't exist.
But in the Wild West days, there was a movie called Cowboys and Aliens.
That's right. I love that movie.
A good movie.
Yeah, I really liked it.
If they're around now, why weren't people seeing them then?
Yeah,
maybe there were no.
Well, yeah, but back then there wasn't a way to record. I've seen an alien.
But plus the fact that people used to have like visions of holy.
Yeah.
Visions. I mean,
but if you think about it, Ozzy, go all the way back to the cavemen drawings. There's all these like ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics of
Aztecs,
rockets and spaceships.
The Aztecs have got that one where looks like the guy's sitting in a spaceship.
Which then, I guess that brings you to the whole other alien thing of the pyramid. The Aztec pyramids were built by aliens. There's
and the
whole
Egyptian
theory.
ones.
And the Egyptian.
Why?
How did they do it?
Plus the fact one was in Mexico, one was in Egypt, one was.
That's right.
And and them lines in Peru when you can always see what they are in the air.
Yeah. So Ozzy, here's a video on this whole government hoax thing, Project Bluebeam. Let's just have a look at this. It's been really well put together with graphics and text and explains exactly what it is.
The Blue Beam Project marks the beginning of total population control. This delusional project aims to stage a large-scale fake extraterrestrial invasion worldwide, with UFOs visible in the sky, and to introduce a fake god to save humanity from this invasion.
Hold on a second. Do you think that could even happen? That they stage an alien invasion?
Well, that was what was you talking about? The
War of the Worlds thing?
People thought it was for real.
But can it happen now?
I don't know. I mean,
do you think we are gullible enough as a race?
I mean, let's face it, if we walked out now and we looked at the sky and there was like 35, 45
What would you do if that? If
I'll be able to run back to the toilet. No, I mean,
you run in and grab the jewelry and get in the car and go, I'm off.
if they are coming, why haven't they come right now?
Well, that's another big question.
And also that they reckon that a lot of people that see them around nuclear silo places.
Okay.
And there was one where this one shut down the firing mechanism.
Do you think that the whole thing is a government misdirection, or do you think no, aliens have made contact?
I don't know, but it's like since that guy's done that thing, it's made me really think. Like,
yeah, me too.
But seeing is believing.
Yeah, I guess you know, if there is contact that has been made, I would ask them if they're watching this to come and say hello to me and Ozzy so we can know once and for all.
I'll interview him on the
The next season we'll do an interview with an alien.
I would love that, wouldn't you?
Oh my God. What would be the first question?
What's the drugs like? No, I mean, what would you say? What would you say to them? Where do you come from?
Yeah, it's almost mind-boggling how much there is to ask.
You know, they were also saying they got that James Webb's new telescope in space.
Yeah.
And they were saying, and the nearest planet is 4.5 light years. You know how far that way is? It would take like fucking 300,000 years to get
for us.
Yeah.
But what I'm excited about is they've got the technology to do the whole Star Trek thing straight through the wormhole and come.
Yeah, but we go on I think by 24 hours. You know, maybe their days are like a fucking year. You know.
Yeah, I hope they're shorter and not longer.
No, but you know, if they're longer, you're going to live longer.
But don't a day seem like a lifetime now for us?
Sometimes.
I could do with it going quicker.
I mean, it'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
I would love to even if what I would love is to die at the end of my life knowing for sure that aliens are here. Like, you know, not necessarily
they every now and again you got to listen underneath because they're saying now that they'll find life on another planet.
Yes.
So that's saying to me, they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I think
it's gonna slide in really.
And I think
I think this guy who's made a confession, it's kind of letting it go.
I think that it is controlled information flow.
Yeah,
because they have it. They have it.
Oh yeah.
Ozzy, this is what a great first show.
I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
actually.
me too. That means he's enjoyed it. We'll be back next time.
See you soon.
So that's it for this week's episode of the Madhouse Chronicles. Subscribe at osbornemediahouse.com for early access, exclusive behind-the-scenes content, limited edition merch, and much, much more, including the re-release of the iconic Osborne's TV show. Don't miss out. Visit Osborne Media House. We'll see you at the Madhouse.
There is no escape from the Madhouse.
Join the family at osbornemediahouse.com.